What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Man, that music just gets me so pumped up and ready to fly every time I listen to it. Absolutely love that countdown music. Still hasn't gotten old for me yet. Guys, what's going on? Good to see everybody here in the house already. Blue Mac, what's going on? Andre Bogdanovsky. Andre, dude, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Yaves, what's going on, man? I am Dimitri. Hello to you, sir. Carta Joel. Carta, you're killing me with those engines, dude. I think before you release them, you're gonna have to have somebody stream with them, and I don't know anybody else better to stream with those engines than yours truly, so you can get it out there because it looks absolutely fantastic, dude. I'm just messing, man. Of course, do what you got to do. But if you guys haven't seen already, Carta Joel has dropped a video about his PBR engines that he has been working on, GE engines for the JAR 330, and I tell you what. The engine view was probably my favorite view on an airplane in X-Plane 11, sitting there right in front of the leading edge of the wing. And when you don't have good engines, it just isn't the same. But Carta has some fantastic engines that he's going to be putting out real soon. I'm super excited to fly those, man. It's going to be fun. All right, guys, what's going on? What is that music? TWA 717. It is a custom countdown theme created by Jeremy Harvey. Jeremy Harvey music is linked in the description below as well. But he did all the sounds on this channel, so kudos to him. Phantom 320, what's up, man? Good to see you here. Dude, I didn't even realize, was that you flying to Calvi with me? I thought were you the All-Italia Airbus? Because I thought you had an awfully English-American accent to be an All-Italia Airbus driver. I didn't put two and two together until after I got off the stream there and I saw your Discord. So anyways, man, good to see you in the chat. Good to have you here. Phantom 320 is a fellow Airbus driver as well, real-world pilot. So I believe you're a traffic controller now, right? So he's our resident ATC expert. I'm hoping, let's see, we don't have any ATC on right now, but we will be on VATSIM as we head over to LOWI. Guys, it was a tight race. I put up a quick poll between the IXEG 737 and the Rotatesim MD80 going back into LOWI. I figured we've already taken the Airbus in there a couple times. Let's mix it up. Let's have some fun before we leave the Europe tour. We got one leg left after this. After we hit LOWI, we're going to head over back to Heathrow, and then we're done. We are officially done with the Euro tour. So had to stop in LOWI one last time. The MD81, I actually was personally looking forward to the IXEG, but my commercial members voted. They got it. We're going to fly it. I'm about 2 bourbons deep already. I've been packing all day. It's been madness. This is going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys are ready. So let's just get into it, shall we? All right. Phantom, you were the Alitalia. Excellent. All right, man. I thought it was, when I rewatched it, I heard your voice. I'm like, wait a second. I think I see something. Shrek, yes, I am on VATSIM. Let me just verify that I am on VATSIM indeed here. I believe I am. Let me pull up my X-Pilot. Yeah, we're connected. Flight plan submitted. Everything is good. Wow, a bunch of centers just turned on. I think I lied. LFF center. I think we're good, though. I don't think we have to call anybody, right? I'll check that as soon as we get everything loaded up here. But Cold and Dark MD80, FMOD sounds, X checklist is the only way to run this puppy for me, man. I am no way smart enough to run this airplane without a checklist. I use the X checklist for the MD80. Fantastic setup here. So let's go ahead and get this set up right now. Parking brake is set. Battery on, locked, down, and twisted. Perfect.
Position lights.
Position lights. I feel like I jump around the cockpit about 40 different times just to get this thing started
Emergency exit lights.
Emergency exit lights. We're back up to the overhead and arm those puppies right there.
No smoking signs.
We'll turn those on.
Request GPU.
GPU is already online. Let's go ahead and hook it up.
Requested. External power bus left and right.
Carter says, totally, I'll hit you up on Discord about a possible stream. Dude, it'd be fun, man.
On. APU start.
APU, let's fire it up.
Started.
Oh, wait, you know what? We don't have any fuel.
Power bus left and right.
Hold on. Hold the phone. We need to start the fueling process. This is one thing I do remember. Load fuel, start. Because if we don't have any gas on board, the APU will not light off. And let's go ahead and start loading the cargoes and start loading the passengers as well. Is that APU going to light off? I think it is. Oh, yeah. Listen to that fire up. 2 bourbons already. Team Vodka, you know it, man. It's been a busy day. we just, we're under contract on our house, and we're building our new home. We're going to actually be relocating temporarily for a few months until our home is finished. So it's just absolute madness. And it's been raining all day here in Texas. I know it's been raining pretty much all around the southern U.S. And you know what? After I worked hard this morning into the afternoon, I said it's time to relax. Memorial Day. Shout out again, American followers out there. It is Memorial Day. We do want to give thanks and remember those who have fallen, paid the ultimate sacrifice, serving our country so that we can do what we want to do here without having any fears or anything going against our freedom. So shout out again. Well, not really a shout out because Memorial Day is technically remembering the fallen, but definitely remembrance for us. And my dog just broke in, and there might be a dog fight here in the back pretty soon. We'll see. All right. Anyway, the APU is online, ready to go. APU power bus left and right. Let's go ahead and do that. So my older Beagle, Stanley, the one that you hear most of the time, he knows we're moving. He's been with me for quite a few years now. Aft right fuel pump. Where are you at? Aft right. Forward, aft on. Let me get this fired up.
Power bus left and right.
External bus is off. All right. Perfect.
Dismiss GPU.
All right, we will dismiss the GPU. So he knows what it means to move house when we're moving, and he gets anxiety or something. It's quite sad. He mopes around, and I just feel terrible for him. So, all right. Let's get these on here. Let me close my door real quick. Be right back. All right. Look at that wing view, though. All right, back to our X checklist here. Let's get this completely set up. Good thing is I have a pre-saved flight plan, so I think it's going to be pretty easy. Dismiss GPU, that has been dismissed.
HP bleed.
All right, this is where we got to start doing some stuff here. HP bleed, that goes on. Galley power, we need to make those coffees. Can't quite get it through the checklist. There we go.
Windshield anti-fog.
Anti-fog is on.
Windshield anti-ice.
On.
On.
Wow, he just keeps breaking into my room. Nav. Let's go with Nav 1 and Nav 2.
Yaw damper.
Yaw damper is over here somewhere. Where you at? There you are. Man, I haven't flown this thing in a while.
Logo light.
Logo light is up here. That's on as well.
Radio rack.
Radio rack fan. Where are you? There you go.
Cabin pressure.
Cabin pressure. We're climbing up to flight level 370. Oh, I'm sorry. No, 270. So let me remind myself. Landing altitude. I don't remember the landing altitude. Oh, wait. Landing altitude. Oh, yeah. So we just got to look up LOWI here. I thought LOWI was much higher than it is, but I don't think it's that high. No weather available. Elevation 1906. It's not that high. 1906 is set. All right. Cabin pressure set. Altimeter, we'll set those. Hydraulic pumps 1 and 2, both low. We'll come down here and get those both low. So we can click through these.
Altimeter. Set. Fuel use reset. Reset. Hydraulic pumps 1 and 2. Both low.
And takeoff condition. We got 0, across the board. That's checked. Transponder 2000 in standby mode. I forget. Are you? Yeah, you're down here. There we go.
2000 and standby mode.
All right.
Checklist complete. FMS assistant.
FMS assistant. Let's go ahead and program the box. Luckily, I think this is going to take just real quick here. I think I have it all set up here. We'll get this lit up here. What is a yaw damper? It basically, in so many words, man, a yaw damper will reduce the yaw moment on the aircraft. Basically, think of it as kind of like a little bit of an auto rudder, a little bit of auto compensation for the rudder to keep the airplane nice and coordinated. In so many words. It can do a lot more than that, but think of it as just a little bit of an auto rudder system to help you out with coordination. All right, so nav data signal, everything looks good there. We're going to go posi knit. Now, I think if I go here, Oh wait, no, how do I go back? Let's see. LFMN. I think I have to initialize this first. We're going to go here, here. LFMN. And then we go root, and it's LFMN LOWI. Hey, look at that. Activate, execute. Iris is not aligned, so we're going to stand by on that. All right. That looks good. Clear out the master caution there. We're going to be taking off on 4 left or 4 right, most likely. Going on the basic 6 Echo departure. Not too crazy there. Out to USANA. We're going to have to get a clearance as well. So let's take a look at oscillations. There you go, Serene 72. Yeah, it's to prevent oscillations about the longitudinal axis. Wow, I'm trying to... I need to get back into the books, man. Which I am going to be going back into the books with you guys live on stream. I have a thumbnail already made. I got the stream ready to go. I have to go back to my landing currency here real soon. So what I'm going to do is make it all a stream for you guys so you can see me kind of prep myself. We'll do a couple different landings on stream in the Airbus before I go into the sim and maintain my currency. Alright, let's look at the perf data. We're going to be loading up 19,000 pounds of fuel. So we'll stand by that. We'll just hit the 0 fuel weight, 97.4. Reserves, we're taking 2,000, so 2.0 on the reserve. That's not a lot. Cost index, we're going to go 55. Cruise altitude is going to be 270. And the fuel on board pounds and scheduled, I think I can just put scheduled, right? I think I said, what did I say, 18 or 19,000? I think it was 18. 18,000 pounds of gas. So we're going to go 18.0. Burn schedule required. You know what? I'm going to redo that one when we're finished with the fuel, because you see it wants to. I can't delete it now. Will it update? Let's see if it'll update. There we go. 18.0. So yeah, I should have waited till the fuel on board was completely done. I like that. That's pretty cool. IRS is still not aligned, so we're still waiting on that. Oh, look at that. Just aligned itself. Now we can go ahead and execute. Takeoff data here. We're not going to do any flex out of here. OAT right now on the ground. There should be an OAT gauge. There it is, 21C. And we set our speeds after we power back and deploy the flaps, or else the V speeds are off, right? That always seems weird to me, but that is what you guys told me to do, and I think it's been working, because I do know the speeds change. We can hide this cockpit yoke, though. That's out of the way. Everything else looks good there. We're going to do the circle to land 08. We're definitely going to try to, man. We're definitely going to try to do the circle to land 08. Alright, so I'm not seeing any ATC service over here in Nice. And we'll call, let's see, what center is that? We'll call that LMM Center once we approach their airspace. So we'll squawk 2,000 for now. We'll go off on the departure, which is up to max 250 below 10, or assigned by ATC. Alright, we're going to set our cruise altitude until we are told differently. So we're going to set 270 in the box here. And pull that out. Flight directors. Flight directors on. And, oh, shoot. .270 is armed. Perfect. All right, let's go back to our checklist and continue with our checklist here.
Rep airport.
All right, we can skip all that. We know that.
Before start checklist.
All right, APU bleed air.
Bleed air.
Let's get it ready to start. So APU bleed air on.
HP bleed.
1 off.
1 off. New X feed valve left and right.
Those are back here. Oh, not the rudder trim. We just want to make sure that's centered up there, or else we'll have issues for sure.
Both open. Doors.
Let's see. How are we doing on the doors? Can we close up? Yes, we can. Close it up.
All closed. Throttle.
Idle.
Idle. Galley.
Off.
Off. Aft and FWD fuel pumps. Left and right on.
There we go. Center pumps can remain off. We have no gas in the center tank with 18,000 pounds.
HP bleed.
Both off.
Both off. Hydraulic pumps 1 and 2.
They're going to be both low.
Hydraulic pump strands.
On.
On.
And on for the aux. There's our hydraulic pressure. Pressurizing.
On. Position and strobe lights.
Position and strobe.
Both on.
Both on.
Anti-COL light.
Anti-collision is on.
On. Transponder.
We're going to come back down here to the transponder into XPDR mode.
Checklist complete.
And we'll put that in above.
MCU. Flight director. On. Max bank angle.
Oh yeah, we got to set our max bank angle 15 degrees.
Heading runway track.
Initially it's going to be 043, and then we're turning. So we'll set that. I'm hoping we'll be able to get VNAV. We should be able to get, LNAV on departure, right? 043, departure altitude, we're going up 270, and the speed on FCU, we'll just go ahead and set 250 in case I totally botched the automation and I just need to go selected and fly the departure, because I haven't flown this airplane since the last time we flew it, guys. What am I doing? Click and drag. Come on now. There we go. 250. Mitch Romley, thank you so much, man. $2 super chat. I don't see a message with it. Thank you for your support on the channel, though, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of these ground crews. Look at all the people taxiing around. I love it. I love VATSIM, man. I can't wait to get back to the States and do some VATSIM with you guys. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, we're going to watch these guys get out of here. Let me get back to the chat. Sorry about that, guys. Mitch, he says, hey, V1, thanks for the streams. I was just thinking it'd be pretty sweet to see a camera of your hand on the yoke joystick to get an idea of the inputs you make. Just a thought for the future. Mitch, I've definitely been thinking about that, having some type of camera system. I know it's quite popular amongst flight simulation. If I do anything like that, though, it's going to be a little while, because I got to get this move set up. We're moving to a different place temporarily to rent, and then we're going to be moving into our new home once the construction is completed. So I'm going to have a lot of stuff packed up, and it's going to be pretty hard for me to get any new cameras set up right now. But definitely something on my mind for the future. I think that would be pretty cool. Thank you again for your support, man. Daniel, what checklist is that? That is X checklist. X checklist, and you just have to get a C-list file for the aircraft that you want to run with it. And you can get it on the X-Plane org store. It's free download. Somebody actually made the X checklist file for the citation series that I'm doing, and I absolutely love it. So definitely, I think, a must-have for this airplane, unless you were typed in it or it's your favorite airplane. But someone like me who doesn't fly this bird very much, it definitely helps. All right, we can hide the rest of them. We're on 122.8. Let me make sure I'm going to have to bind a new mic button. Let's see here. Which mic button do I want to use for... I guess I'll use that one. So let's do this. Oops. Let's configure our controls, because I have to configure a... Okay, so that's do nothing. That's already bound. Excellent. We can go back in here, and then I'm going to set push to talk as that one. Perfect. Apply. Okay, there we go. We got radio 122.8, and we're on gate 50 alpha, I believe. I think we're on it. We got 50 alpha. We're going to do a power back. I don't believe in pushbacks with this type of airplane. And let's run a quick checklist to make sure everything is caught up. And then we're getting out of here. All right, that's engine start checklist. We're going to start them here at the gate. Okay, so let's go ahead and get rid of the SAM. I think if I just disengage the parking brake. There we go. There goes the jet bridge. Perfect. Tony Dox, he says, V1 random question. Did you leave an Easter egg in episode 2 of the corporate pilot series? I swear I saw something. Not sure if it was intentional, though. Tony Dox, what does it have to do with, man? I'm interested to see what you're thinking of. Slamcan says, did a house move last year? It's always crazy. Yeah, man, it's nuts. It's we weren't even really planning. Look at this guy coming in here on the circle. 7-4. Gotta love it. Wasn't even planning on moving this soon, but it just kind of worked out. You know, we found a lot that we loved, and it was an opportunity for us to really be where we wanted to be, so we jumped on it. Blake Renton, thank you so much. Welcome to Private Pilot, man. Welcome to the channel. Cargo Lux coming in there. Exclamation point and welcome if you want some more information on your new perks, dude. But thank you for joining the channel. Really appreciate it, man. Look at that Cargo Lux 7-4 coming in. Touchdown. That was an interesting 747 short field aircraft, I guess. All right. Let's fire him up. Let's ignition switch system alpha set.
Engine start right.
All right, here we go.
On. Fuel valve right.
All right, okay, so I remember I know how to start an engine. We can turn that off. I'm going to do, where's my fuel valve right? Because we have FMOD sound, so I want to make sure I have the right view. All right, that's the view that I want to come back to. If I give it fuel at about 15%, we won't hot start it, but I can still get back there in time to listen to the light off. One of the best sounds in an MD80 right here. Oh, that pop. Goodness. Tony Duck says, I was talking of camera setups, and what I think I saw was near the end of the episode. Huh. I'm not sure. No, Tony, you've got me interested. You've piqued my interest. I don't think I left anything intentional in there. I hope I did leave something naughty in there. Thank you, Mo, for the subscribe, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, dude. Blake says, I love your streams and videos. Keep it up. Blake Retton, absolutely, man. I will keep it up. Thank you so much for your support on the channel, dude. All right, we got a good start on engine 1. We're doing the power back. Let's go ahead and light off engine number... Oh, I'm sorry. We started up 2, so let's go ahead and fire up engine numero uno. Ugh, that's a one-click spot I just can't seem to get. There we go. We'll do the same thing on this one. We'll listen to that light off, so it's that... I don't know what it is with these old cigar JT8D engines, man, but they light off and it just... It resonates in your chest. If you're sitting back there in that last row, it's so cool. It's not very cool when you're taking off and you hear that buzzsaw all the time and have a headache. All right, there's 15. I know I'm supposed to wait a little bit longer, but... Shh. Mm-hmm. LFMN approach is online. It is 3447. Thank you, Yankee Mike. We will call them for a clearance. We are, let me finish starting up the engines here, make sure we're ready to go. But good catch on that. I just looked at it. Yes, they are online. We will give them a call. Let me finish the checklist here. We can go ahead and we got a good start on that. Turn you off, start pump off. Next.
After start checklist.
All right, let's go here with the after start.
Ignition switch.
Is off.
Off. Engine start.
Off.
Both off. APU bleed air.
Bleed air is off.
Off. APU power bus left and right. Both off.
It's so weird turning that off with the light on. I don't know why that bothers me, but it just seems counterintuitive. APU off. Galley power, turn that back on. Fuel heat is not required. We'll click that one off.
As required. Ice protect meter cell heat.
Captain selected.
Capped. Hydraulic pumps 1 and 2.
Going to high.
Both hot. New X-speed valve left and right. Both closed.
Both closed.
HP bleed.
HP bleed. Come back up here. Back to auto.
Both auto. Speed brake. Arm. Take off condition.
We're going to do that after we push back. So we do need to call the center. All right. Wow. Excellent. John Willard, man. I don't know what you think you're doing there, bud. That shit's not gonna fly around here. All right. We need to set our altimeter real quick. Let's set. Oh, come on. Where you at? There you are. 3021, and then we're calling for clearance, and hopefully there's not a lot of changes, because then I'd have to reprogram the box, and it's not my favorite thing to do. 3021, that sets all three of them. Perfect. Approach 3447. Let's give them a call. Now, I believe I taxi with them, right? If I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I need to find a pen. Oh boy, I packed everything up around here. Is this a pen? This is a pen. All right, I did find a pen. We are Austrian 559. All right, let's give him a call. Oh, just got stepped on there. Tech Fan says, you made me buy this plane. No regrets. Tech Fan, glad to hear it, man. You definitely aren't going to have regrets with this airplane. I love it. Whoa.
Left 150,
Michael Rudolph coming in with the 5 Swiss francs. Got it this time. Michael, thank you so much for your support, man. He says, I can't stay for the approach. Unfortunately, I have to drive some trains early tomorrow morning. Love your content, though. Keep up the good work. Michael, thank you so much for your support on the channel, dude. I definitely will keep it up. Thank you for stopping by, and thank you for supporting the channel, man. Get some sleep. Definitely want to be tip-top shape for driving around on those trains. Appreciate it, man. Nice approach, Austrian 559. Like to pick up IFR clearance to Innsbruck.
Austrian 559, nice approach. Good evening. Staff approved departure basic 6 X-ray, runway 22 right. Initial climb flight level 100, scope 1000.
All right, change departure. B was the stand by 1 second. What was it? The bay? It's the B something 16. The base 6 X-ray 22 right for departure. Climb flight level 100 or 100 and squawk 1000 for Austrian 559.
Austrian 559, correct.
All right.
So
we're going to do a quick change here. So the basic 6 X-ray. So yeah, that's a good thing we got a little extra gas on there. So basic 6 X-ray. So basically it's going to shoot us off the other end. Let's come back down here, change the box. We're going to have to get this all set up here. Departure. Now I wish I didn't start the engines. We're going to do the 6 X-ray, and he said 22 right for departure. Execute, and I'm going to put this back into plan mode. Let's take a quick look at this, and we'll go back to the legs page so we can step through.
November 2905, descent flight level 130.
That looks good to me.
Descent 130, November 2905.
Wait, does that look right? Let's see here. Depart off there, all the way out. Boom, boom, and then BASIP, and then after BASIP, it's ABN, so we can go ahead and clear out this disco right here, and then we're good to go. I think that'll do it. Yep. That looks right to me. Wait a second, our arrival looks like it got cleared out of there. After Breno, we should be... Let me take a quick look here. We want to make sure we get this down on the ground. After Breno, we should have the Breno 2 Alpha. Is that just not showing here? Arrivals, LOWI, 2 Alpha. Localizer 26, RTT, execute. There we go. All right. Everything else looks good, and put that back into map mode.
Proceed direct to Barso. Proceeding direct to Barso, Lufthansa 15 uniform.
Flight level 100. I believe that's 10,000. And then squawk 1,000. Alright, sorry it's taking forever to get this bird off the ground. And east approach, Austrian 559, ready for power back on gate 50 Alpha.
Austrian 559, push and start approved facing east.
Push and start approved, facing east, Austrian 559. Well, we're already started. We'll keep that a secret between you and me. And he wants us to face eastbound. So I'm going to turn the nose during our power back to the right. Yeah, to the right. All right, let's do this power back, guys. Brakes released. We're going to do it from the outside. Oh, hold on to your headphones. Who needs better pushback? Clearback Fubar! What's going on, man? A little bit more juice there. Remember, do not tap the brakes. Put the nose over to the right there. Stow them. And we are ready to go. We got takeoff set.
Subscriber ahead.
And let's pull up our 10.9 page so we have our taxi clearance. Thank you for the subscribe. I cannot pronounce that name, dude, unfortunately. That was loud. All right, I knew it was loud, but I thought you guys enjoyed that. Well, I'll turn it down next time. Not for the faint of heart. All right, so let's call for taxi, and before we do that, let's set our flaps on our situation here. So we need to do come back here, init ref perf takeoff. Here we go. 17% of CG. So we're going to do 17 CG. Flap 15. Let's get the flaps out. And trim is 5.6. We'll bring this trim down to 5.6. Sajra, I'm doing a power back, man. That's what the airplanes used to do back in the day. 5.6 is set. Let me do a quick takeoff config test with the brakes released. That looks good. TO ready. And takeoff mode set, no flex, ready to go. And Austrian 559 Alpha 50 Alpha, ready to taxi.
Austrian 559, taxi hold short, Hotel 1, runway 22 right.
Taxi hold short, Hotel 1, 22 right, Austrian 559. Alright, so basically we're just going to take the inner, it looks like here. We'll just kind of sidestep to the outer, or to this side here, and then we'll hold short of Hotel 1 for 22 right. Let's go.
Lufthansa 15 uniform, Unicom 122.8, bye-bye. Unicom 122.8, Lufthansa 15 uniform, thank you very much for great to see you, goodbye. Bye.
Keep it loud, Kango says. I'll try to keep it loud, man. I don't want to blow out anybody's ears, but I gotta love those old sounds. But it's really quiet in the cockpit, which is true to real life, which is, I like this plane like that. I mean, it's, you go outside, it's ear-piercing, but inside of the cockpit, I think we can take uniform, right? Yeah, we'll take uniform, hold short, hotel 1 for 2 right. No flex bags, no flex today, man. V speeds. Thank you very much. Set. That would have been interesting. That's right, we're in an old MD80 though, we would have been fine. I'm going to put you back into map mode, zoom the range down a little bit, put the data on there, and I think we're good to go. Alright, let's continue with our checklist while we're taxiing out. Alright, takeoff condition is set, trim is set.
Trim. Set. Flaps.
Our takeoff.
Take off. Auto brake selector.
TO.
Take off. Checklist complete.
Alright.
Taxi out checklist. Seat belts.
November
On.
295,
Nose light.
3000
Dim.
QNH 1023.
Timer.
3000 feet in QNH 1023.
Run. Parking brake. Released. Brakes.
Brakes are checked, flight controls are checked.
Flight controls.
Consider those good check.
Checked.
November 295.
Weather radar WX/gas.
115.
Set.
Set.
Left
Transponder.
heading 115. November 295.
TA/RA mode. Transponder direction.
Is set to above.
Above. Auto brake mode.
Armed.
Arm. Oral config warning.
Tested. None.
None. Checklist complete.
Alright.
Take off checklist.
So when we take off, we'll hit the ignition switches, landing lights, EPR, Toga, and we are out of here. Alright, so we'll hold the checklist there. We'll continue the taxi out. Make sure we hold short of Hotel 1. Flex noise reduction, yeah, less noise, more fuel saving, save the engine life. Does all those things. It's really good in real life, but in Flight Sim, man, I like to hear the sounds of those engines roaring, dude. That's what I'm here for. Do I like the flight factor or Tolless more? God, it's a tough one, man. They're both great airplanes. They're all good. I would say right now, personally, I prefer the 19 and the flight factor 320. I would probably go 320, 319, 321 just because there is no BSS pack yet for the 321. Once the BSS pack drops for the 321, then that may be up there, then I may have to restructure my favorite Airbus list. But it's solely based on the BSS sound pack not being available for the 321 yet that I kind of rank that one last. But by no means is it not a good airplane. It is fantastic. Good evening from the Netherlands. Jerome Post, good evening, man. We seriously need to get the likes up, fellas. Dougal McTavish, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys, there's, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like button for me because we happen to have quite a few trolls lately that like to just play games. They think they're funny or whatever it may be, or who knows, maybe my YouTube's been hacked. I don't know, but I went to like 10 dislikes as soon as I put it up. So let's show those guys how much we actually like this content by hitting that like button. Would very much appreciate it, dude. Michael says, just remembered, my first flight ever was on a Swissair MD80 to Barcelona. Oof, I'm old. Rudolph, that's excellent, man. Swissair to Barcelona. Strix has just been skimming over Reddit thread where someone has watched one of the V1 live streams and the thread's title, do you think this guy is a real Airbus pilot? Strix, it's always going to be the question, man. People are always going to question it. But the good thing is, since I know that I am one, and I'm pretty sure most of you guys all believe that I am one, I mean, I have nothing else to prove. I mean, you're going to listen to me and enjoy the content or not. It's for you to... Whoop. 22 right, cleared for takeoff, Austrian 559er. All right. So yeah, I mean, I really don't care what other people say because I don't have anything to prove to anybody. So Whether you like the content or you don't, man. I just put it out there because I love teaching.
Right, heading 300.
Now, he gave us Hotel 1. Can I go all the way down? So, I'm just going to go Hotel 1. Intersection departure, which is, this is not really good because I'm cutting off some of the runway, but we're plenty light. I think we're going to be all right, so. Ignition system, both on. Here we go.
Landing lights left and right.
We're going to get those on.
Both on. Nose light.
Is bright.
Bright.
Floodlights
EPR
on, wing
mode.
lights on. EPR mode is in takeoff, confirmed.
Take off.
Toga is set,
Toga.
confirmed.
On.
Auto throttle.
Auto throttles.
We will turn those on, and that is the takeoff checklist. Let me get out here. Alright, so let's just verify real quick our departure. Oh, wrong one. Straight out here, left turn, up to flight level 100. Let's spool them up. Let them stabilize. Wow, that was very, very bad.
November 2905, turn right, heading 9.
Line up. Alright, so now I can go auto throttle on. Set. Now let's hope I don't have a reject. Was I supposed to follow him forward with my throttles? I think I might have been. There we go. Power set. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Are you serious? Wow. Oh, X-Plane. Seriously, man? Rip. Yeah, it's a crash. That is a crash. Right on the takeoff roll. Let me pull up the log file real quick, see what was up with that. You can't be serious. You know, I've had, that's not the first crash I've had in a while. There's been some crashes lately. Let me see what the log says. XCD scenery technology out of range. Stopping. Doesn't really see... Nothing there. Team Vodka says, literally happened to you last night? Yeah, man. Alright, guys. Well, that took up a lot of time, didn't it? I'm going to relaunch X-Plane. We're going to load up in an Airbus. You let me know in the chat because I can get that thing up and airborne in less than 10 minutes. So we want to fly the 19, the 20. Let's stick with the 19 and the 20 because I really don't feel like listening to the 21 with the default sound. So give me in the chat. You want to see a 19 or 20, or we can do the IXEG set. Well, that might take a little bit longer to set up. Let me know in chat, 19 or 20 on the Airbus. Or if you really want to see the IXEG, we could try that. I'm launching X-Plane right now. Rip. Liam says, at least we know how to set up an MD80. Dude. That's, yeah. We all live with this, as Glenn Chambers said. Yep, flight simmers live with this phenomenon. We sure do, man. We sure do. I have deactivated Gizmo if not needed. No CTDs since. You know what, Jump and Run? I don't know if I normally always deactivate it. I wonder if I forgot to deactivate Gizmo. Maybe that was something. We got two. Well, Dougal voted twice. We got a 20, 20, 19. 20, 19, 21. 20, 19. Oh, my goodness. It's pretty much split down the middle. Oh, goodness. I'm seeing a lot of 19s popping in there. I'm seeing a lot of 19s. Carter with the IXEG. I hear you, brother. I think the 19 is going to win it. You know what? It might be the IXEG that caused the crash, because this is the first time I've tried a flight since updating the IXEG. All right, let's load up the... Where's my Airbuses, man? Let's load up the A319, which I got to make sure I have the release version, the 1.4. High def with, let's do this one. We'll take an Air France. How's that? You want to take an Air France out there? This is just one that I've customized the engines on. So we'll do an Air France out of Nice. There we go. Start, but actually, wait, hold on. I wanted to start on the... Wait, go back. Flight configuration. I want to start on the runway. 22 right. Confirm. Start flight. Let's do this. 19, 19, 19. Yeah, Tesla guy. What's that, a crash? Yeah, man. A350, Michael, dude, I wish. The A319 is too easy on that, on the approach? All right, we're taking the 19 with BSS sound pack. Unfortunately, it's not the IAEs, but we'll use a little modded IAE engine, or I'm sorry, a modded CFM engine. Tony Docs coming in with the $6 bomb, dude. I appreciate it. He says, "You're a legend. Your legend mate. X-Plane is cruel mistress sometimes." She sure is, man. She sure is cruel. You know what? We're not even going to load ATC up. We're just going to go straight in on the runway. I'm going to fire this bad boy up. We're going to get Sim Toolkit Pro loaded up here somehow. We're not even going to work with Sim Tool. You know, we're not even going to do the overlay. Time to witness a real pilot doing a fast setup. Yeah, I'm going to do this quick, guys. We're going to see how fast I can do this. Why don't we time myself? Oh, my ears. Good night. Are you guys deaf? Because I'm deaf. Now, before we start the timer, let me just disable some stuff here in the chat. Citation would be fun, too. We could take the citation. That would be a lot of fun. Folder. We don't need that one. I don't need anything else there. Let's go ahead and get rid of Gizmo this time. And I don't need Pilot Edge. I do need that. I do not need Real View. I think that should be enough. And I'm not going to use X-Pilot. And that X-Jet sometimes can crash the TOLA. So, okay. Let's see if we can do this here. Dimitri says, "V1 not only great content, but a very solid community free of ego-centered pseudo experts or 12-year-olds being online under their bed sheets." Dimitri, I like it, man. I hear you, dude. You speak the truth, my friend. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. There's a lot of them out there. All right, so here we are. Air France, modded engines, 319, BSS sound pack. We are going to take the Sharklets because I think the Sharklets like a little extra juicy on this one. We're going to take the Sharklets this time. And somebody start the clock because I am going to load this airplane up, get it started. All right. Now, let's go. And by the way, this is not to procedure, so don't worry about that. I mean, it is procedure technically, but not something you would want to do in real life. Oh, Dimitri, I forgot to load up your auto screen thing. I saw that. I really think it's going to be awesome. I just wasn't anticipating flying the bus right now, so I don't have it loaded up, but I wish I did because... Let's see, I could start this timer. Oh, I'll start that chrono right there. Tom, thank you for the $5 bomb, man. Seems like it's bourbon to me. Seems like it's bourbon time. Thank you for the support, man, on your $5 bomb. Appreciate it. I'm going to have to make myself another bourbon. Let me get this airplane fired up, dude. Let me get it fired up, and we are getting out of here. And I will definitely get another bourbon, maybe en route. Okay, so that's all set. I'm going right into the box. All my FMCs are not where they're supposed to be here. Why can't I move you over here? Thank you. All right, let's load this up. Let's initialize L. You're not going to let me type? It's not even going to let me type. Okay. LFMN to LOWI. Insert that. Air France 112, we'll do that. Cost index, we're going fast, 99. Cruise altitude 270. Align. I can probably do this from back here. We'll listen to the departure 22 right on the base-IP. Where you at? 6 X-ray. We'll do the same clearance that he gave us. Insert that. Insert you. Just doing our announcements in the background. That's good. Base-IP, and then into LOWI. We're going to do the arrival for 26 on the Sim Toolkit Pro. Talk to me, Goose. What arrival was it? Brenna 2 Alpha. RTT. Insert you. Inserted after base-IP. I'll leave that disco in there right now until I can figure it out. Progress page, init B. We're not going to do a secondary flight plan, guys. We're just going to blast out of here. Let's close them up. And loading performance. We'll make it a little bit more interesting. We'll take as many people as we can fit here without being overweight. We'll set that. We'll take 7.2 in case we got to go around. That gives us a 56.8. I love those cargo doors closing. Makes me wish I was back at work. Can't believe I'm saying that. 56.8, 31.3. I miss flying the real airplane, guys. I really do. I really miss it. Lock fuel on board 7.2. Checked what do we got for extra gas. Hour 31, plenty of extra gas. No need to do the secondary, nothing to hard tune. Perf data. What do we got? We're doing flaps 1 yoga sun 136, 136. Oh, I missed the 3. I feel like I can't click on the Tolis McDoos for some reason. I don't know if it's just a mental thing. I feel like the click spots are, maybe it's just me, because I think they're much better than they used to be. Maybe it's from PTSD from the old McDoo box. It was a little off. Transition altitude 5,000 feet. Flaps 1, that is set. And we need to just go ahead and quick align because I'm ready for you. Where do I quick align? Where do I quick align? General settings? Boom. GPS primary, that is all set. APU bleed on. We don't need the ground power. Turn him off. Disconnect the U. Beacon light on. And let's turn them. We got power. Cranking 1. Look at that. 3 minutes and 29 seconds. We're turning motors, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the V1 Simulations Expedited channel. Nick, what's up, man? Just joined. What are we doing? We had a crash to desktop on takeoff. So, I'm firing up the 319, and we're going to go into LOWI on the 319. Loving those sounds. Sim Toolkit Pro, we're not going to be rocking the overlay on this one either, so let's go ahead and turn you off the screen there. Nice clean overlay. Like it, like it. I have, why is that viewer counter on the screen? That should not be there either. I don't know if I got an update or something. Go ahead and get you off there. Sounds like we've got a good start on engine 1. Waiting for that avail light. There it is. Cranking 2. Fire them up. Let's go, let's go. The new McDoo is still the same, I am, in your opinion. So you're talking about for the ClicksBox, Tony Docs? Maybe it is, because for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know if it's the click spots are smaller than the actual buttons. Does anyone else feel that way, or am I just making that up? Because I don't know why. Like, you know, when you're in the Flight Factor, or even pretty much any other airplane, I feel like I can just click right around on the FMC or the McDoo, and it doesn't really... I don't know, it feels normal. The Tolis one, I feel like I got to be careful with where I click. Are these CFMs modded? Yes, they are, Robert Solbring. Nearly at 10K, Liam. I know we are nearly at 10,000 subs, guys. If you're enjoying the content, please do hit that subscribe button, because it would be awesome to leave the Euro Tour as a 10K sub channel. We came over here at 7,000 subs. We've got one leg left. We're going into LOWI, and then the last leg is going to be positioning ourselves from LOWI to Heathrow. I might take the IXEG just because I want to fly that plane after it's been updated. And then after that, I got a surprise for you when we head back to the States. And I got a lot of fun things in the pipeline for you guys. 3021, that is set there. We no longer need the APU bleed. Turn you off. I never arm the emergency exit lights. Let's go ahead and turn on all our lights here. Light it up. And overhead looks good. APU is coming down offline. Do quick flight controls. Up, down, left, right, rudder, full left. Full right, neutral, flaps are set. We're going straight into TARA mode on 2000, 0 on an auto. And we're going straight up to 270 set, 1 FT2. We are ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. Auto brakes max, takeoff config checked. Cabin signs. Let's do it. You guys ready to get out of here? All right, now I feel like I can relax. Tola's still doing that weird release there on the brake release. All right. 6 minutes, 45 seconds. Let's go. Spool them up 50%. Yoga. Oh, yeah. I know that's loud, guys. That's really loud. Give me a second. Wow. I hope that's a little bit lower. I'll change it as soon as we take off here. I'm all over. 80 knot stress set. Neutral by 100. We're S turning down the runway. This is a bourbon takeoff if I've ever seen one. V1. Rotate. Nice smooth rotation. Positive rate. Gear up. Disarm the spoilers. Flyby. Oh. So much juice right there. So much juice. Let me turn it down a few more notches. And let's go ahead and turn down Sound 3D a few more notches because I don't want you guys to be too upset with me. We're going to make a left turn out. I'm going to move this over so we can look at that while we fly it. Let's get a positive trend in airspeed here before I reduce the thrust levers to the climb position. When I say positive trend, it's this little arrow here. You see that arrow popping up? Now I know I got positive trend in airspeed. I'm going to go ahead and keep lowering the nose. And that's the climb detent. Or I'm sorry, the flex detent. There's the climb detent right there. Thank you for the subscribe, man. Appreciate it. Stugart Aviation, Otland Plays. Appreciate it. Chris, thank you for the subscribe, man. Here comes the turn. You really have to give the IABSS a shot. Oh, man, I've been flying the IABSS off stream because I love them. I have them ready to roll, but I don't have, there's hardly any European airlines have the IAE engines. I think EasyJet might be the only one. Or I think there's another one that goes up into Copenhagen. But we're going to be getting plenty of IAEs, guys. Just wait till we get back to the States. I got some fun things planned. All right, there's S speed, flap 0. Let's pull up those slats. Clean her up. Let's take a flyby. Let's see how she looks in the turn here. God, I love it. Oh boy, I totally overshot the departure, looks like. Yeah, we overshot that turn a little bit. Roll at wings level. There's transition altitude 5,000, set standard. We definitely overshot that turn a little bit. Instead of chasing needles, let's just clean up the box here. Let's go direct Mike November 248, insert that, and back to the left we shall go. There comes the flight director bar as soon as it catches over. AP1, perfect timing. There we go. Test guy says, as an A320 pilot, oops, came off the screen there. Let me go back at it. As an A320 pilot, is there anything that particularly bothers you about it, and how do you think they should rectify the issue? Tesla, are you talking about the McDo box? Like the push buttons? I don't, you know, I'm not even saying it as a 320 pilot perspective, just from, I mean, like I'm clicking around, and I guess, no, it seems to be fine. Maybe it's a mental thing because you don't see the buttons move, so you don't know if you've clicked it really. But I feel like I have misclicks, but it might just be me. I mean, I do think this box is way better than the other one when the original 319 MCDU came out. I think as I click around these buttons here and I see that, yeah, the click spots seem to be fine. It must just be a mental thing because I don't see the buttons moving. But, I mean, we'll just leave it at that, I guess. Alright, there's 9.8 climbing 10,000 feet. Let's go ahead and kill our lights. The one thing that does bother me as a bus pilot is the light manipulation in the tool list. I want to be able to move this light off, and then I want to be able to go right back to retract. You know, I don't want to have to turn it on to go and then cycle back down. That is one thing that I just wish was a little bit different manipulation. Not a huge deal, not a deal breaker by any means. We'll call the flight attendants, let them know we're at 10,000 feet. We're 10.9, climbing flight level 270. We have a break in our flight plan. Let's take a look at that here. So after basic, we are going to go direct to Breno. We'll reinsert that. And then this is the approach here. So I don't even know if the tolless box can handle this LOWI approach with that course reversal at RTT, but we'll give it a shot. We'll take a look at it a little bit further on. I'm fairly confident we'll be able to just turn everything off and hand fly it if need be. Constraint mode back on there. Alright. Let's hang out over the wing for a little bit. Philip, what's going on, man? He says, hello, hope you're doing well today. I'm doing great, dude. How are you? Flying to fish as I flew the 320, 321 for years as well. The tolless is study level. Is the tolless study level? I've heard FS Labs for P3D is, but haven't heard much about the tolless. Flying to fish, if you're looking for the closest thing to being in the simulator, the actual sim, or the real airplane, as far as functionality, CPDLC, manipulation of the McDo software, like I'm pretty sure the FS Labs has a more updated version. The tolless is definitely study level by X-Plane standards, but it does lack functionality of the FS Labs. And I haven't flown the FS Labs since it was first released. I flew it to train myself actually for Recurrent when it first came out. So after that, though, I left the FSX platform. I had it on Flight Sim 10. So I haven't been able to try it since then. I've been very, 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 very tempted to get on P3D and just give it a go. But if you have unlimited resources or, you know, and you're already on the P3D platform and you have the FS Labs bus, there's really, I don't know if you could find a better Airbus as far as functionality goes. Now, performance-wise, in X-Plane, the tolless, it smokes everything. I mean, you can fly the tolless into the busiest airports and not have any frame issues, and you get that good fly-by-wire feeling, because in X-Plane, if you have poor frames, especially with a fly-by-wire aircraft, I think it can affect the way it feels when you're hand flying it. So being able to hand fly a fly-by-wire Airbus and have the correct performance and that sensation of it flying, X-Plane tolless does a very good job. Flight Factor does a good job too, but if you don't have the right system, you're going to get significant frame drop, and I think that can interfere with some of the flight characteristics. Only thing that bugged me about the Airbus was gust winds, like 30 plus knots. I wish the plane had like a gust mode in the flight control logic that you could activate via push button. It just feels sluggish in really gusty conditions. What do I think about the PIA A320 crash? I don't speculate, guys, on crashes like that. I'm not an investigator. And especially when there's loss of life on an incident like that, we don't know the full situation. We don't know what happened. The cockpit voice recorder will tell a lot. It will tell probably the whole story most of the time, since they're going to be able to recover that. Obviously, there is clear indications that the aircraft scraped the ground. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with this, but let me hop outside here for a minute. Oh, good night. Let me not do that. Give me a second. I need to get the that sound plug in there. Why are you so loud? So on the CFMs and the yeah, CFMs in particular, I know for a fact. I mean, these cowlings aren't very thick, guys. If you smash these engines on the ground here, There's a lot of stuff connected under here. You got the gearbox, you got accessory gearbox, you got the drive. I mean, you smash these engines on the ground and the gear up, and then you go airborne, you are waiting for a flame out at that point, because these cowlings are meant to just keep the airplane streamlined. These aren't protective and of course, you know, birds and light impacts, but you set the aircraft down on those engines, you're going to have problems, especially if you go airborne again. Now, you can land a belly up with the engines. It's going to be completely fine. It's not going to collapse and rip the wings off or anything like that. You can land on the engines, but those engines are toasted once you do that. So I don't know what happened. I'm not going to speculate what happened. The only facts that I know right now are that the aircraft hit the ground with the gear up, or I don't even know if the gear was up. The gear did not contact the ground. The engines contacted the runway multiple times, I guess, according to sources. And then there's a picture of the aircraft that has taken off again with the engine smoked on both sides, and you can see the rat out. So the only way the rat's going to deploy, it can deploy several different ways. You can manually deploy the rat up here via the overhead, and you can manually deploy the rat via the, for hydraulics only, or I'm sorry, electrics. But the auto deployment is going to happen when you lose AC power on both sides. The only way you're going to blow both AC powers at the same size is you just lost power in the engines, or you scrape the accessory gearboxes out. So that to me was a very telling photo, but that's all I'm really going to say about it, because I don't know why. Why did they hit the ground? What was there a problem with the gear? I mean, I listened to the ATC audio from Vast Aviation. You can hear the CRC going off. So obviously, the gear was not down. It's a very distinct alarm. I want to say it's hard to ignore, but having been in situations that are extremely overwhelming at times, I can see why a flight crew could potentially ignore that alarm. Not intentionally, but I could see it happening. There are scenarios where that could happen, because the CRC can go off for a variety of things. What if it's going off for something else, and then you mute it, and then you mute it again, and then it's going off for the gear? You mute it, and you don't realize it was for the gear and not something else, like an overspeed. So there's a lot of different things that could happen. The cockpit voice recorder will tell us a lot, and arguably it may tell us the whole story once we hear the CVR. So it's a very sad situation to begin with. Loss of life, of course. But I'm not going to sit here and speculate and tell you guys what I think happened, because I don't know what happened. The only things that I know that happened are we got 2 brothers in wings are dead and almost 100 people. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So, what's up, man? It says Lufthansa, British Airways, Scandinavian, and Air Berlin are no longer operative. All operated the IAE. Oh, that's right. I do have the British Airways. Right, but we were down in Spain. So, I did take the British Airways IAE engines out a couple times. Lufthansa, we took the Neo. Scandinavian, man, I missed that one, huh? Air Berlin had the IAE engines? I must have missed the boat on that one, because I took an Air Berlin A321 into, where did we go? That island. We took the Air Berlin A321 into, we did a circle to land. We did so many circle to lands. I think I maybe did 2 straight-in approaches since we've been on the Euro tour. We're doing another circle right now into LOWI, but, yeah, I must have missed that one. I do love the IAEs. The IAEs are my favorite. Andre says, is it the same sound for overspeeding the gear? Yes, I'm trying to think. The CRC, if I'm not mistaken, if you... yeah. Or overspeeding the flaps. I would have to verify that, Andre. I want to say yes, but I'd have to verify that. I don't think there is. You're going to get you could get a jip whiz, you too low gear. You're going to get that. You're going to get all the gear warnings. But as far as just like an overspeed with the gear, or the initial gear unsafe, when the trigger's a CRC, I think 3,500 or something. No. Is it 1,000 feet? I don't know. I'd have to look in my manual to really check it out. Carter says German wings and Euro wings as well. Ooh. Glenn says it was the Unrotate MD80. You're so right, man. We definitely did not even rotate. How sad is that? We fired up the MD80, got it ready to go, going down the runway, and boop, Dunsky. Wizz Air is also notable. They got 113 aircraft right now. Where were you guys at, man? We're flying this whole Euro tour, and no one's giving me the IAE livery airplanes. They're all telling me, hey, man, fly down. Oh, actually, I take that back. In Greece, we flew Aegean. We had a fantastic Aegean livery. That is not the MD80. Dirt Vlog, I know, man. I apologize. I will change the title. I definitely will. We had an unrotated MD80 crash to desktop back in the Airbus. Let's see where we are here. We're level 270. This isn't a very long flight. We're only 180 miles to top of descent. 254 to go, so we really probably start prepping here in just a few minutes. But everything else looks good. 270. We'll go ahead and turn the seatbelt sign off. Let the rabbits roam back there. Take a seat here over the wing. Almost 10K, JT. Yes, we are almost 10K, man. We are almost to 10K subs. It's going to be awesome. Let me go back here. Analytics. There we go. Yeah, almost 10K subs, man. If you guys haven't already, hit that sub button. If you enjoy this type of content, I am a real-world Airbus captain. Currently haven't flown since March. But I am going back to the sim to maintain my currency here next week. So if you like this kind of content, man, hit that sub button. We are on the Euro tour right now. I'm definitely out of place flying out here. I've relied heavily on the community at the V1 channel. You guys given some awesome route suggestions to fly, approach suggestions. I'd say probably 80% of the places we went and flew to were all because of suggestions from you guys, whether it be from the Discord or someone left a comment in the video, said you got to try this airport, this approach. So it's been a blast. It's going to be sad to leave, but I'll be honest with you guys, I am ready to get back across the pond, get back on my home turf, do some ATC tutorials, do some, I don't know, maybe we'll do some type of GA flying. Tech fan, do I know if Tolis will officially do a Neo version from this aircraft? I'm about to press the buy button. Tech fan. For the 319, I do not believe so. For the 321, yes. Tom says, turns out the Mad Dog was rabid today. It was definitely a rabid Mad Dog, man. Durvlog says, I will very soon continue with my glider flying lessons. Awesome, man. Andre says, could you sometime bring topic of EPR N3 and N3, N2? What the difference between them and how you read them? Yes. That's kind of a good thing to talk about. I mean, we can look at, in the Airbus specifically, since we're in it, let's just take a quick look and we'll do a quick explanation here. So, right now we're rocking N1s because we're in the CFM variant. So, the N1 is going to be your N1 fan blade. So, it's the first fan that you're looking at. So, if I go to this engine view right here, and you see this fan spinning, that is your N1 fan. So, a lot of times called to fan speed. And in the CFM variant or the Neo, you will be reading an N1. Some guys like the N1 versus the EPR. We'll get to EPR here in a minute, but basically that is what you are using to judge your thrust. So if I turn the auto thrust off and I'm flying an approach, I'm going to peg my thrust to be right about 55, 57% N1, kind of get stabilized. I'm going to be in there. That's where you're going to be looking to get your thrust settings. N2 is going to be the same for all the engines, whether you're in a Neo, whether you're in the CFM or the IAE engine, the N2 is always going to be the same. It's going to be the second, it's going to be the compressor fan behind the N1 fan. And what the compressor does is it runs the compression section So it's also sometimes known as the internal turbine. Well, that would be ITT temp, but the N2 fan is going to be your compressor fan. That is going to run at a significantly higher percentage than your N1 fan. It's a smaller, it's going to be smaller than your N1 fan, and it's going to turn faster. The N2, when would you look at N2? In the Airbus specifically, you're probably not going to be looking at the N2. Thank you for the subscribe, man. Appreciate it. Unless you're doing an engine start or something like that, because the first thing to spin up is going to be your N2. So you're going to see your N2s come to life, then you're going to see your N1s turn, and that's really well modeled. If you fly the 727, the way they got the gauge layout there, they got the EPR, they got the EPR gauges, N1 and N2, and when you start the engines, you can see all the gauges lined up, and you'll see the N2 start to spin up first, and then you'll see the N1 slowly start to turn. And you can see that too in the Airbus. But as far as, do we look at the N2 all that often? Not really. Not really. I will tell you, in the Citation jet, we had two types of engine syncs. We had N1 sync or N2 sync. And I was told that if you don't have any passengers on board, use the N1 or use the fan's engine sync, because it's less obnoxious for the crew. But if you have passengers, you want to sync the N2. Is that, I don't know how accurate that really is. I honestly really couldn't tell a difference when, I would actually go back there and turn it to N2, and can't really tell that much of a difference. Now, I believe the MD80 that we were flying also has N1, N2 sync. Depends on what you want to sync. So that's kind of what the N2 is for. Now, as far as EPR goes, EPR can blow your mind if you think too much about it, and I wish I could draw a diagram for you. If I had a diagram, it would be a little bit more, it would be a little bit easier for me to show you. I really don't have a diagram of the engine on the screen here in the status pages, but the EPR is your engine pressure ratio. It is a ratio of bypass air to compressed air. In simple terms, I'm trying to make a simple explanation so you can understand. So if we were looking at an engine, you're going to have your N1 fan, which is big. So this is the front of the engine, the big fan. And then you're going to have, just pretend these are N2s, right? It's a little bit smaller than I know this is EGT, but just pretend this was like an N2 fan, a little bit smaller, right? All the air that goes around the hot section is called bypass air. You can see this very clearly in the Neo motors, in the Pratt & Whitneys, and I'm pretty sure you can see them in the other ones too. But if you stand, you can have a conversation with somebody in front of the engine and behind the engine. You just look right through. You see the fan blades, the big old fan blades, and then there's a tiny little hot section in the middle. We call it the hot section. That's where your N2 is going to be, your ITT. So the EPR is a ratio of the air that's going around the hot section compared to the air coming out of the hot section. And it's just another way of setting power, setting thrust. Some guys hate it. Some guys, I grew up. I started a lot of my flying with EPR with the, with the 19, pretty much, yeah, pretty much all of them were EPR back in the day. Now with the Neos, you got the N1, the CFMs, you've got N1. So they tell you the same, you're going to get the same output, but it's just different ways of displaying the information. I hope that kind of helps. And that's a very general, just broad topic. If I could come back and, give you a full video detail on that, I would. X-Plane 1972, what is going on, man? Dude, I really wanted to catch that landing. You got to tell me, how did that landing turn out in St. Martin? Guys, if you haven't already, check out X-Plane 1972. Fantastic streamer. He just flew the 747 KLM into St. Martin. And I think after this flight, XP, I'm going to pick up the SSG 74. After seeing you, what got me was when you were getting ready to taxi out and you put the slats out and those slats came down from the leading edge. I was just like, oh my God, I'm going to get it. I'm done. So congratulations, man. You sold me on it. I'm definitely going to have to pick that bird up. But how'd that landing turn out, man? I'm definitely going to catch the replay. Good to see you here, dude. All right, we should probably start preparing ourselves here for this approach into LOWI. So let's pull up the airport here. Let's go LOWI. And we're going to be doing the Breno to Alpha via RTT. There is a course reversal, which I'm pretty sure... How is this going to turn out here? Let's take a look at this. I've never even attempted that. And if you're just tuning in to XP, unfortunately, my rotate was an unrotate MD11. We basically were going down the runway. I hit a flyby view. It flew by, and the next plane crashed. So, we're back in the TOLUS. This is an interesting depiction here. So, INN at or above 14,000, RTT, and it basically saying that I'm going to do a... I don't know what it's thinking I'm going to do here. Let's put a hold in. If this crashes my game, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to put a hold at RTT. So, inbound... What's the computed hold? Oh, please don't crash. Inbound course 058, that's incorrect. I want to erase that. Temporary erase. Okay? I'm entering destination data right now. Don't worry about it. Alright, RTT hold. I'll put in a custom hold. I want inbound course of 226. I want to have right turns. And we'll do 1 minute legs. Actually, let's make it 2 minute legs. Tor, thank you so much, man. 100. Gosh, I'm gonna remember those NOKs, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much for your support on the channel, dude. Thank you, emoji there coming in. But thank you for your support, man. Really appreciate it. XP said it looks better than the landing rate set. Hey, man, the landing rate thing is, I swear, sometimes it is, oh, that's good, and then other times you totally put it down nicely, and it says it was a 500. All right, so I've got a semi-computed hold here. This is not quite inserted correctly, but we're going to roll with it. We'll see what happens. I've got that in there. Breno at or above 14, and then it's basically going to shoot us out, and we got to prep for the LOWI circle. So we're going to come in here. We're going to select, go back, approach, visual approach, circle to land, initial, and then I want the LOWI circle to land continued. So, nah, we don't even need that one over there. We don't need this one. Here we go. Following instrument procedure of the localizer. So we need to get 11.1 or 11.2. Thank you for the subscribe, man. Appreciate it. Loc DME East. I believe this is the one we want to have. Correct. Thank you for the subscribe there, Rafa. Appreciate it, man. All right, so that looks good. Wow, we're getting ready to come into some serious terrain right now as well. All right, let's scroll these out, and let's get the rest of... No weather information available. Active sky. Talk to me, Goose. What do you got? Let's get the environmentals in here so we can start looking at our descent. Oh, and you know what? I do not want to come down at 99 for this one going into LOWI. We're going to back this off. We're going to go 300 on a 7.8. We're going to give us a little bit more time on the descent. All right, we've got LOWI winds, rain showers, crap weather. Excellent. 130 at 4 is the wind. And we're looking at temperature of 13 and a QNH of 1031. MDA coming out of the circle there, the 11.1. We're going to take this all the way down. So Mr. Crime gradient, we're going to go 5%, so 3,300 feet. Is our MDA. We've got that set now, so we've got that looking good. I'm going to put LOWI in here. And we'll put in, is it 0.8? Perfect. All right. Top of descent coming up in a little bit here. Is this a TOLUS 319? Yes, it is. Tor, sorry, man. Yeah, we were in the rotate. We had to crash the desktop, man, so we quickly fired up. I just couldn't be asked to reprogram the MD80 again. We got the Airbus airborne in about 6 minutes. So, LOWI 8, that looks good. Next phase, 300 at 7.8 Mach. Approach 3,300 feet. We'll go auto brakes, medium. Don't need that up there. Flaps full, reverse as required. Probably going to get hot brakes, and I think that looks good. So, let's brief ourselves here. Once we get out to Rattenberg, we're going to have to deal with that situation when we get there, because I don't know how this computed hold is going to work. It didn't look correct in this box here. So we're just going to have to be very careful and verify that the Airbus does what we want it to do. We're going to leave RTT at or above 9,500 feet and then come back down to Adwig, and then we're going to start our descent down to 4,400, or as applicable, 5% climb gradient. That's pretty steep. But what I will do here is Adwig. Let's make Adwig an altitude constraint. Oh, it's already in there. I'm going to make it a hard altitude of 9,500. So right now this says at or above 9,500. I'm going to make it a 9,500 hard altitude. That's why that plus went away there. Just so I know I'm not going to be high. Because there's 2 at or above 9,500s. I just want to be on profile. I don't want to be on the high side of the profile coming down on this approach. So we've got that set up. We're going to eventually break off here. Looks like we're going to break off at 4.2 from OEV. So let's go ahead and throw OEV in the RadNav page. OEV set on the... Will it go here? Yes, it will. Nope. On the 111.1. 111.1 OEV. I don't know why I went to IMNR. Oh, no. You know what? Oak DME 111.1. OEV. Well, we've got 111.1. Let's try this. OEV 111.10. Not in database, huh? Interesting. Yeah, well, we'll just have to make sure that it does what we want it to do. Not a big deal. Innsbruck NDB, we can put in, what is that NDB here? Rum. I am going to hard tune rum, which is 320 frequency. Not in database? Okay, how about we just put in RUM? There we go. RUM 320 is hard tuned, so I've got that there in case I need it. That's pretty much where you... it's not quite where you break off, I don't think. We're going to break off at that 4.2, which I will also put here. Instead of having LOWI in there, I'm going to put OEV right here. 80 miles out. Alright, that looks good to me. The box has been set up. Arc mode. Zoom it out. Just get ready to start down here in just a minute. Look at that view. CJ, what's going on, man? Good to see you here, dude. Robert, good night, man. Have a good one, dude. Strick says the SSG 74 looks superb. It sure did, man. It sure did. Avio, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. Never used computed hold, seldom works, Tor says. Alright. Good to know. We will keep that in mind here as we approach our airport. SSG looks questionable at best. That engine view though, man. I'm a sucker for a good engine view. Strick says, I just looked up, saw the Avi tab on screen, and went to swipe it out of the way with your mouse. Because you just saw that up here, you wanted to swipe it out? That's funny, man. Let's look at our Brenna arrival real quick here. Or Breno. Breno at or above 14,000. Innsbruck at or above 14,000. Head over to RTT if we're not... Looks like we got a hold there. Oh, this is depending on which one you're on. RTD 1 Bravo or the 2 Alpha. You're either at 12 or 13,000 feet. So we're on the Breno 2 Alpha, so we should be here at 12,000 feet. We'll see what the box does. We'll leave Rattenberg down to 9,500, which will set us up with the Loke, intercepting the Loke on a course of 225 at or above 9,500 feet. I made it a hard altitude, so we should be at 9,500. There's our final approach fix. It's a steep descent all the way down to 4,400 feet, which is 6.3 from OEV. At 4.2 from OEV, we begin the break off on a heading of 230, and around we go. And I will have to give me the self the bird, and I do have a bird emoji. I may change it to just being the green bird itself, but I do have a bird emoji. I know you guys like that. Give me the bird. So, all right, we're approaching our top of descent here in about another 20 or so miles. 29 miles. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's go outside for a little bit. Oh, my ears. Weird little shadowing there on the engines. Stop using that GoPro. This view looks real. Yeah. I may or may not have been known to use a GoPro once or twice. Did I catch the A300 preview? Yes, I did, Carta. I am so pumped for that A300. I honestly was hoping that it would drop before we left the Euro Tour, because I'd love to take a A300 back across the pond. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But I am so excited. The texturing, the modeling on that A300, I think it may be right up there. I don't know. It may be up there with the FlyJ Sim 7.2 as my favorite aircraft in X-Plane. And I haven't even flown it yet. This is just from the preview. What ortho is that? I don't think we're looking at ortho right now. We're just about to go into ORBX. We're just about to enter the ORBX territories. Looks awfully cloudy up ahead. I hope this approach is going to be legal. That's kind of a cool shot. I seldomly sit back here and look at the shot from here. God, I love that 319. Just such a 319 with sharklets, man. Just looks like a little hot rod. Socialist Pianist, what's going on, man? Welcome to the channel, dude. What environment is that? That is Active Sky. That's it. Active Sky, man. The simplistic Air France livery always seems to grow on me each time I see it. Slam Cannon, it's funny you mention that, because you guys know that I don't like white liveries, but this one, I don't know. It does. It's so simple but clean. I like it. Those views are a little out. That audio is a little out of control, isn't it? And we have a dog trying to stow away here. Oh, my ears. Alright, here comes our top of descent. We're going to set 12,000 for the bottom, because that's where we want to be over the VOR at. So I've got 12,000 set in the FCU. We're going to go ahead and mash that down here at 5 prior, which is just about right meow, so close enough. Descent coming on. Let's go ahead and get the seatbelt signs on. It may be turbulent as we go down into the valley here. Glenn says an Airbus with a yoke. I know, man. Rusty says the SSG is on sale. Might make it worth it if you're on the fence. I think I've jumped off the fence to the yes side. But that's good to know that it's on sale. That will definitely help. A319 with sharklets is sexy. Yes, sir, Tech Fan. I agree, man. No scenery add-ons. Not right now. I don't have ortho right here because we're about to go into ORBX, and sometimes it looks weird. Or I'm not very good at making the blending lines. So I think this is still default right here. And ORBX would be You'll know when we hit the ORBX terrain. But we kind of sit here on the nose. That's kind of a cool shot. Thank you for the subscribe there, Blue Streak Aviation. Appreciate it, man. Kartik says Air France is white, but with the dirt makes it looks off-white and so natural, hence it grows on you. Hey, Kartik, you got a point there, man. It is an off-white color. So I'm pretty sure that looks like an ORBX mountain right there. It looks like ORBX. I'll show yours, guys. I'm gonna get outside again. I guess I could have done the sound 3D. I know I got, I know XP 1972, he's got that sound plugin up here on the top right corner where you can adjust your sounds. I'm definitely going to have to get that. I think he actually mentioned it in his stream today. I just forgot to take note of it. Is Acta Sky heavy on frames, by the way, if you don't have a beast of a computer? You know, I know it can be. There's been some instances where there's been an update and frames got a little wonky, but right now, no. I mean, it seems to be working just fine for me. And I don't have a very high powerful graphics card, guys. I'm only running a 1070, just a straight up 1070, not even a TI or anything, just a GTX 1070. Jump and Run says, I'm currently working on a detailed takeoff performance tables for the FlyJSim 7.2 and it drives me crazy, but I'll get there, I'll promise. Jump and Run, my man, dude, when you get those, you gotta share them, man. I would love to take a look at those. You know I love flying the 7.2. I almost did the 7.2 again today, but then I realized the IXDG had an update, so I figured I'd throw a vote out there, and then I never put the 7.2 on it because we took the 727 out of LOWI last time. But I love that 7.2. JCP123, good evening, man. Welcome. Brad Swag says, congrats on the 10K. Are we at 10K? No. Did we make 10K already? On this stream? Let me take a look. Let me take a look here. For some reason, I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to... I'm having a hard time syncing... Wow, we are at 10K subs. We are at 10,000 subs. Guys, positive rates in chat for all of you. I know this is delayed. I know you're not going to see my positive rate first. But I need all my members. Positive rate yourself. And thank you for being a supporter of this channel. All the subscribers, the members, guys just hanging out here in chat, hitting the like button. I love every single one of you guys. This channel has gone so far in such a short time, and it's all thanks to you guys. And I'm so thankful for each and every single one of you. So positive rate yourself if you're a member in chat. There is going to be a special 10K sub. It will be when we leave London Heathrow as we depart the Euro Tour. We have one leg left. We're going to go from LOWI into Heathrow. I'm thinking I'm going to take the IXEG just because I want to test it out. I may put a vote out there. We'll see. But then the 10K special will happen as we leave Heathrow back to the US of A. Guys, salute. I just finished off my bourbon. Awesome. Kartik says, congrats V1 10K. Next stop 100K. You bet. You bet. All right. Patrick, thank you for the subscribe. And Rotorhead, thank you for the subscribe. Appreciate it. Awesome. I did not think we were going to hit 10K on this stream, guys. I didn't think so. I thought it was going to be maybe before the next one. Captain Elk says, congrats V1, you deserve it. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I couldn't possibly respond to every single one he's saying congrats, but I am saying thank you to all of you right now. That is so awesome. And that's awesome that it happened on stream. I was not planning that. Appreciate it. Dimitri says, don't forget that like button, folks. That's right. Let's show them trolls, guys. Let's show them trolls. Appreciate it. Ronex says, thanks, V1. Then I bet mine can run Active Sky as well. I'm also rocking a 1070. By the way, loving your content. Congrats on the 10K likes from here. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got no issues with the 1070 right now. So, there have been updates in the past where it has gotten a little funky on me, but as of right now, everything seems to be pretty kosher, and I am running the stable. I am not on Vulcan, so. All right, 1031. Third or fourth bourbon. That was the fourth one, Team Vodka. I wish I could pour one more, but I think I'm going to hang it there as we make this approach in here. We're at 16.5 descending. Hopefully we're going to hit 12,000 as we hit RTT outbound. Looks like the aircraft is trying to slow down. Did it go through the activation phase? It did. No, it didn't. Is there a speed restriction I don't know about? Let's see. We're going to do this. We're going to select speed 250. Because I'm going to take control of this here a little bit differently because I don't want the airplane playing tricks on me. So I'm going to select speed 250. I've activated and confirmed the approach phase. Let's pop those spoid brakes out there. Wow, that's the bourbons. We got spoid brakes. I need my spoilers and speed brakes at the same time to deploy on the wings as we begin our descent. Phantom 320 says, that's a lot of subs for a fake Airbus pilot. You know it, man. You know it. Do we need to alert the marshalers again at LOWI? Dimitri, we might have to, man. Slam Cannon says it's been a lot of fun watching the channel grow. Definitely, man. I appreciate it. You guys have been, I mean, I couldn't name them all, but some of you guys that have been here from the very beginning, I went back and watched some of my first streams, and they were cringeworthy. And the fact that you guys hanging in there and just still enjoy the content sports channel, my hat's off to you. Texas 4X's. Thank you for the subscribe, man. Another Texan in the house. I love it. Thank you, Kuba, for your subscribe as well. Mark Van Orthen, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to Private Pilot, dude. Thank you so much for joining the channel. Exclamation point, welcome. If you would like to have more information about your perks here as I go open descent down to 12,000. It looks like I'm on profile, but I'm going to just continue to come on down. Tom Pasco coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much. Just want to say thank you for giving a great learning platform. Learned the Zebo from flight deck to sim, and after watching you, I bought the 321 to learn. Tom, positive rates to you, dude. That is what this channel is for. I'm glad you have learned an aircraft that you may not have otherwise wanted to learn or maybe wouldn't have picked up. And the fact that you're flying the Airbus now and you're learning from this channel, it makes me so happy. So thank you for your support here, for that donation. As the unintentional creator of yoga, I'm proud to announce Veed1's spoid brakes. Yes, Phantom 320 is the original creator of the yoga emoji, who he just could not autocorrect his toga, so we just started rolling with the yoga power. And he's proud to announce the spoid brakes. Oh, dude, that's great. Teddy Dax says, water cannon salute upon arrival for LOWI at 10K. You know it, man. Let's hope we don't need that water cannon to put the brakes out, because we're gonna have to really try to butter this thing now. All right, so I got some kind of whack job going on here. Let's see what happens when the airplane hits RTT. It looks like it's gonna enter the hold and do a lateral split S, maybe a chandelle back to the left here. We'll see what happens. We'll let it do its thing, and then we'll exit the hold and proceed outbound to Adwig. Unfortunately, you can't really see the fantastic terrain, as that's just X-plane for us, you know. 260 people watching want to see my ORBX terrain, and we're looking at clouds. That's just how it goes, man. Just how it goes. Vibronic882 says, hey, Captain, which variant of the 320 family is your favorite to fly in real life in the sim? In real life, man, I'm going to just go ahead and say it, 321 or 319. Depends on where, it will depend upon two things. What is the weather that day, and what airport am I going to? If it's bumpy, and I'm going to a long runway, I want the 321. If I'm going to a short runway, and there's big towering cumulonimbus clouds, and I need to get above them, I want the 319. Team Vodka says, I still want to know if you yell yoga in real flights. Dude, I might end up yelling yoga here pretty soon. But as far as my favorite airplane in the sim right now, oh gosh, it's a dead tie between the 320 and the 319 in the sim. What is the departure and arrival airport? We left from Nice, France. Oui, and we are landing in LOWI, Innsbruck. Brad's Wag, $6.50, $10 donation for 10K. Brad, thank you so much, man, for your support on the channel. Really appreciate that, dude. Thank you so much, man. Definitely helps this channel. Appreciate your support. Get yourself some vectors. Yeah, we're going to vector ourselves down here. I'm going to see... Okay, so here we are. We're entering a pseudo hold. I'm going to go ahead and reduce speed now to 210 knots as well, which I really don't like 210 in the Airbus. I really don't like 210 in the Airbus, but I'm going to do it right now anyway. And this 319, we can get away with it. We're well below VFE next at 210, so we can get flaps 1 out there. Dimitri... I am Dimitri coming in with a $50 bomb. Dimitri, dude, positive rates in chat to you, man. Half a cent for each sub. Keep doing what you set out to do. We are with you, Captain. Also, all the best in the new page in your life. Dimitri, I'm saluting you right now, my friend. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man. Sincerely, from the bottom of my heart. Dimitri was definitely there from the beginning. As a lot of you were, too. But appreciate it, man. Alright, I think I can hear my baby screaming in the background. I apologize if that's getting picked up in the microphone. It looks like we're doing okay here in the hold, actually. It looks like it's doing a pretty good job. So let's come back here, and I want to go immediate exit. And it should continue the turn here and exit the hold. So we'll see what happens. We're at 12,000. As soon as we pass RTT outbound, we will descend to 9,500. I'm getting a severe frame drop now that I pressed resume hold. I wonder if that's like messing it up here. If I hit resume hold, the frames go back. You know what? This is scaring me. This is scaring me. Direct RTT. Let's just go there. Oh my goodness. Delete the hold. There we go. Alright. That was scary there for some reason. I've had an issue where you mess around with the hold like that, you can end up crashing to desktop. So. Oh, that's a cool shot of the ORBX down there. A little seam transition. That doesn't look very good there, but got the engine. Captain Mateo Chewy says 10K, Captain, and yes, I am in time for the landing. Yes, you are, man. We're getting ready to turn outbound in the hold, and we're going to start our way down. Baby crying on planes is normal. You got it, Glenn Chambers. I'm just here to add to the immersion for you guys. It wouldn't be an airplane ride if you didn't have a baby crying somewhere, right? Definitely add some realism to the experience. Yes, sir. Kartik says for the return back to the States, we should try doing the 727-200 stop off at Greenland, Nova Scotia, and then to the U.S. Would love to see you use SIVA over the ocean. Ooh, Kartik, you may just see some SIVA over the ocean. We'll see here. I got something in store for you guys. Don't worry. I think you will like it. It's going to be challenging. All we need is a flushing toilet, and as real as it gets, you got it, Strix. A flushing toilet and maybe a clogged lav. And those are some nice sound add-ons. Junick says, I know the feeling. My baby is also screaming in the background when I'm on VATSIM. Yeah, I've heard it. You know, one time I did hear a baby. I think I want to say I was on the East Coast somewhere. I thought maybe we were going into Kennedy or I can't remember where we're going. Maybe Boston. I don't know. But I remember I'm going to set 9,500 here as we get ready to cross RTT outbound. The controller, I checked on with the controller, and as he responded, I heard a child screaming in the background. And I'm just like, what? What is going on up there? And sometimes you hear all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, you hear him giggling back there. There used to be a female controller out in Phoenix. We used to call her Giggles. But yeah, I definitely heard a child in the background, like a baby. I'm like, what the heck is he doing there? But all right, there's RTT outbound 9,500. Begin our descent. Let's get our LS push button on. There we go. OEV 111.10. Let's go ahead and arm. That's not going to arm. It will not. And we are doing a no glide slope, so we're going to go glide slope inhibit up here. Glide slope mode off because we are on a localizer. Let's see how this works out here. 9,500. I'm open descent down to 9.5. Let's go ahead and get some speed brakes out. This is why I really don't like 210 knots. I'm going to go back to 180. Let's see if it'll do it here. In real life, I probably would have been 180 in that hold. 210 is just, for some reason in the bus, it doesn't, it's a slippery spot to be. Either be 250 or just come right back to 180. All right, because see, now I'm working myself high here. We're still looking good. We're just getting a little bit high. As soon as I get VFE next minus 10, which is right about now, we'll go flaps 2. Team Vodka, the MD80 didn't rotate. No, it did not. Cessna 172 back to the States. That would be... now that would be a challenge right there. Feria 172. I did take the TBM around the world. All right, here comes 10,000 feet. Let's get our game faces on, boys. Let's get our lights on here. Turn those on. There's 10,000. 9.5. Come on, keep slowing down. As that vertical donut comes back up here, I can remanage the descent. 3,300 MDA. We're looking good. All right, here comes 9,500 feet. I'm going to go managed. Oh, there's altitude. No, 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 not open. Push. There we go. Speed descent. Stow those speed brakes. Dougal McTavish coming in with a $20 bomb. Dougal, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. He says, it's been a privilege to be involved and watch you grow. Huge congrats and many thanks for all you do. Dougal, man, thank you, dude. Positive rates in chat, Dougal. Appreciate it. Dougal's been around here a long time as well. Awesome, man. If you haven't already, guys, check out the Sim Wings project. Dougal McTavish is spearheading that. It's a great way to get people that are maybe a little bit less privileged into the sim community. And I wouldn't want anybody else in charge of an operation like that other than Dougal. He's got the drive. He's got the motivation as we run into the mountains here. That was scary. Why are we getting a terrain warning? 9,800 feet below us. Oh, wait, 90. We're fine. Calm down. But Dougal, thank you, man. Appreciate it. It means a lot, dude. All right, I wanted to set 4,400. That's what I wanted to set. So we got 4,400 set right here. It's raining. It's icing conditions. Let's get those on. We're 180. We're going to come all the way down, and then we got to break off. Right, so I got to look alive here. I don't need that chart. Let's get it off the screen. Did I just close the chart? So 2.5 at 3,700 feet from OEV. We're at 14.8. We're looking good. 7.9. We're on the descent. We're about to hit the 7,500 foot mark there. We're getting a little bit high on profile. Let's get a little speed brake action out there. Some spoid brakes. We're coming down. Keep it coming down. McShadow, what's going on, man? Get a little high on profile. Keep her coming down. I'm not even going to mess around. Let's drop the gear. Let's get her on profile. I don't even know if you would circle with the gear down on this approach in real life. I was getting ready to break out. There she is. We're looking good. So 4.2 OEV is the turn. We're looking at 11.2 right now. We're looking good. Once we get to the turn, I'm going to turn everything off and give me the bird, and we'll just fly it in. I hate dropping the gear that early, but we're still just getting ready to catch up on it now. Looks like we're catching up on it. There's 6,000. Stow the brakes. Rain has stopped. Ice is out. Let's go ahead and get that off. Q8 Pilot coming in with another $50 donation. Q8 Pilot, guys, he needs no introduction. He's been around here forever. His videos, his channels what got me into X-Plane, got me to make the switch. Q8 Pilot, thank you so much, man. I'm glad you're back in the community. I'm still waiting for that Amazon review of X-Plane, man. I'm still waiting for it. I haven't found it. Q8. But thank you so much, man, for your support on the channel. And I'm so glad that you are back making videos. I saw your IXCG landing the other day. Awesome stuff, man. Appreciate it. And then Jabolino coming in with $20 donation. Stow the speed brakes. Congrats on 10K. Jabolino 59. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And then, oh my God. Cosmic Doubloon coming in with $121 bomb. Cosmic Doubloon, thank you, dude. Wow. He says, you finally did it, man. 10,000 subs. Here's to the next 10K. Cosmic Doubloon, dude, thank you, man. You've been a big help, helping me with the Discord, helping me run the channel and just being mods, and I couldn't thank you enough, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And then C Auntie coming in with 5 more pounds. I'm gonna pause the sim. C Auntie, congrats on 10K subs. I have learned so much, and we are privileged to have your expertise. Hold on, I gotta make it bigger. Expertise and passion in the flight sim community. C Auntie, thank you, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I gotta get this thing on the ground here. Guys, I am completely humbled. All your support on this channel. I couldn't be more thankful for every single one of you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. All right, we're 4.2, or we're a little bit before 4.2, but we got the turn going outbound. Here we go. I'm going to set 160 because I don't want to be that low. We need to descend to 3,700 feet. And that looks good there. Give me the bird. We're set. Flight director's off. And here we go. Wow. So all my donations, Q8, Dimitri, Dougal, C Auntie, Cosmic Doubloon. I feel like I should be tipping you guys because you guys are what makes this channel what it is. So I'm extremely grateful. Well done, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank all of you so much. All right. Well, let's go for butter then. Jeez. How end on a bad note? We smashed this sucker in here, wouldn't it? No, I don't know. We'll see. Let's go. Arm the speed brakes. Gear is down. Cabin checked. Are the seatbelts on? Between all the support from you guys and the bourbons, I still got to not crash. We don't want to crash on the way in here. Why are you tripping out there, Mr. Terrain? We're going to go flaps 3 here out of sequence. We should be able to do this approach. I hate... see, so a little bit we talked about the Pakistan crash, about silencing alarms like that. You do not want to be flying an approach in X-Plane or in any simulator and silencing like that, popping off like there. That should be, I should be like, what is that? What is happening? And I should be acknowledging that warning. And you don't want to do that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just turn you off. And I think the problem with that, though, here on this approach in particular, is maybe this Egypt Whiz is not completely modeled into the box. I shouldn't be tripping like that, but we're on the circle. Goodness, we're 264 outbound, 3,700 feet, flaps 3 out of sequence. We're just waiting to go flaps full. We're level 3,700. If we got to go missed, I got to go up to, I don't even know. We got to go like above the mountains, but I don't want to go missed. So let's set 9,000 feet. 3,800, slow descent there down to 3,700 feet. Who am I? Well, who am I not to join the others? Captain Mateo Chewy coming in with another donation. Chewy, thank you, man. Guys, I appreciate it. It means a lot. It really does. I wish I could express to you how much it means to me. All right, we're back in the rain. The temperature is above 10 C, so we're fine. We don't need any anti-ice. Everything is looking good here on this circle. We basically are going to circle as soon as we hit. Carter was mentioning here there's a valley here that you kind of want to pop out of. So we're 3,700 feet. I'm going to go ahead and config flaps full, and we'll go on speed for the turn. And then we'll run the landing checklist. Cabin crew advised, auto thrust, speed, ECAM memo. We got landing all green, landing checklist complete. We are stable for the turn to final, coming back down to V, approach 139 knots it looks like. Here we go, here is the turn. Let's go ahead and activate that track IR. We're clear right, it's raining. And out we go. Make sure there is no altitude constraint there, really not. Just pretty much don't screw it up is what it's telling you. May have been a little late there on the turn. I might have started that about 2 seconds early, because I'd like to be rolling out in this valley here. Watch that bank angle. Keep coming down. This is kind of like that approach into Calvi. You want to level off, but you'll end up super high. Whoa, watch that descent right there, Haas. 1,800 feet per minute. Yeah, that's a no-go. We don't want to be doing that. In the back, I can just see 2 whites, 2 reds there out of the corner of my eye. We're looking good. Descent rate's back under control, 900 feet. We're looking good. Little bit of an overshoot there. Not terrible. We can take it, though. Look at that. Rolling out right on the pappies. Looking for that 3 degrees pitch. Watch that descent rate there. 1,200 feet. We're still in the green. So 3 degree, you put that tail right on the bottom of the horizon line there. That's just a reference for you. Dimitri's got the bird emoji out. Alright, guys. Here we go. Little crosswind from the left, 5 knots or so. Not terrible. I gotta remember, my tiller is not on my pedals either, so. Thank you for the subscribe, man. Appreciate it.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. Restart. 10. 5.
We had to put it down. Spoilers! Reverse green! I missed that, Butter. Definitely. I saw the end of the touchdown zone coming up. 70 knots. We'll stow them. Carta Joel coming in with another $20 bomb. Oh my god, I'm trying to read his message as I go off the runway here. Big congrats, Captain. Well deserved. I've learned so much from this channel. Keep it up, Captain. I hope you continue to bring awesome content. Carta, thank you, man. Thank you so much for your support and all you've done at this channel here, getting help with the Neo mod. You got those awesome GE engines coming out for the A300. This is just one giant family here, as my family is currently attacking themselves. And I got the reversers out. Dimitri, where's the bourbon did it emoji? My goodness. Get off the runway, dude. Wow. But Carter, thank you for the support, man. This has been a memorable one for me. Definitely a memorable one for me here. Alright, we're cleaning up the airplane. What else are we forgetting? Let's not taxi into the Challenger. Let's see if we can at least park this thing. Let's get the APU fired up too, so we can see that terrible landing in replay. Smooth Flying says it was a really good landing. Yeah, it's alright, man. I got a little antsy there. Not gonna lie. I got a little antsy coming in over the threshold, and then I saw that those markings, the end of the markings coming up, that's when you just gotta say, put her down. Put her down. Oh, I see my baby girl crawling towards the office right now. Oh, this is not going to be good. She's going to try to break in. Alright, we're going to put it right here between this Thompson. No lines. And let's not... Oh, nice. Pause the sim to turn the taxi light off. No marshalers here, so let's get her on in here. Oh, wrong way. Note to self, don't have 4 bourbons and then try to land in LOWI. Alright, we'll set it right there. Brakes are set. Engine 2. And I did not start the APU. We'll do this. How about this? We'll go ground power. We'll turn you back off. Engine 1. Shut them down. Spool them down. Strix! Coming in with the 10 British pound donation. Gone from sitting in the 319 cockpit a month ago with no idea to watching and listening to these streams to completing my first night flight and give me the bird landing last night. Thank you so much, Strix. That is awesome that you were able to give yourself the bird as my airplane's on fire here. Don't worry about that. That's just because I'm running the beta version. I didn't actually run the default one. I think I picked the wrong one in the airplane when we started. But anyway, Strix, thank you so much, man, for your generous donation. And I am so happy to hear that you got the bird landing. You guys, use that bird, man. You got to use the bird. You got to use the bird. Commander Jannar Hofen, coming in with another 10 British pound. Thank you so much, man. Don't see a message with it, but I appreciate your support here on the channel. Okay. We are shut down. The beacon's on. Let's just end this one on a good note. Let's get the replay up. Let's just make sure the replay works. We'll disable real view. It's already disabled. Let's throw you guys into replay mode. Oh, I'll mute some of the alerts, but I will try my best not miss anything. So let's back it up a little bit. Oh, here's a turn. Perfect shot. Let's go ahead and out the wing here. This is the scary view here. This is where you'd be clinching. You see that out the window. Can you try and find the church on the replay? Tony Docs. Yes, I will, man. I will. I'll back it up. Are we far enough? Should we see it? I thought it was supposed... Is that it right there? Is that the church? That's got to be the church, right? I think so. I'm not quite sure where we started the turn, but that looks like a pretty good rollout right there, right out of the valley. Throw open the doors. No, I don't want to open the doors, man, because if I open the doors, we'll have open doors on replay. That non-rotating MD80 got you today, Team Vodka. It sure did, man. But I think, I think it happened for a reason, right? Dougal says memorable 10K stream. It's reading my mind, because if we hit 10K subs in stream, which we did, I wouldn't want to be in any other airplane than the Airbus. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise that the MD80 unrotated itself for us today. But what a fantastic stream, guys. Very memorable for me. Very memorable. Thank you, guys. The message came separate from the super chat, Jannar Hofton. I see it, man. No worries. He says, I'm about 3 weeks into flying the Tolas 319 and liking Airbuses a lot. Love your streams. Very educational. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. I'm glad you guys are learning. That's what I do this for. I do this for you guys. You know, I don't do this to sit here and benefit myself. I do this to bring you guys some education, some knowledge, share some stories, hang out with everybody. Look at the particle effect. That is awesome. So that's awesome that you guys are still picking up on all the tips and tricks. All in the old Airbus here. Let's do this view real quick here. I like these engine views. I normally don't do too many engine views on the replay, but I mean, that just looks fantastic, doesn't it? A valley right there. Do the beacons light up on the tower blocks under the approach? Do the beacon light up on the tower blocks under the approach? We'll have a look outside, man. We'll have a look outside, Strix, definitely. Nicholas says, one of the best streams I've ever seen. That means a lot, dude. Thank you. Such a good way of looking at it. I agree, Tony Ducks. Matt Mueller, $20 donation. Thank you, man. He says, congrats on 10K and thanks for all you do. Have another drink on me. Matt, you know it, man. As soon as I finish this stream up, I'm going to pour myself another one. Thank you for your generous donation. Thank you for your support on the channel. Awesome. This has been the most memorable stream I've had. I tell you right now, guys. Just between the perfectly timed crash to desktop with the rotate, hitting 10K live, and just seeing the outpouring of support from all of you. Thank you. All right, let's go to the view we want to see. We'll do a couple close ones in here, and then for the last one, I'll back it up all the way and let you guys end on that one. But I think Dougal likes this view right around here, right? Isn't that right, Dougal? When am I coming down to Australia? Smurfboard. Don't know. If I get that SSG, I might have to do a long haul to Australia. The first time I ever went to Sydney, I flew a 747 out of LA. So, yeah, that was not the best landing, but maybe soon, maybe soon. Let's back it up a little bit more here. Let's do this view. And then I'm going to start the music, back it up all the way before the turn, and just let you guys rock that one. Oh, who was asking about the beacon lights? Check this out. Beacon lights under the belly of the airplane. I saw it. I saw it here somewhere. Well, I thought I did. Just hold it. Just hold it, Cap. You don't need to... Well, I was holding it. I think I just flared early. Yeah, we'll just call that a bourbon landing. Hey, right on the center line, though. I'll take it. We're down. We had to put it down. Wow, we put it down on the last marker. Looks like it was the last marker. Oh, we could have tried to held it a little bit longer, but... Get her down. Get those buckets out. Let's do it. Let's back it up, guys. Let's start the music. Let's come back here. Is that a church right there? Is there a church right there? So I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not well versed in this area. I don't know if this is the church or if it was a little bit further back. But I'm going to play it here. I'll back it up just a hair more. We're going to let it play out. Look at that wing view. What's the other side here? The wing down shot. I couldn't thank you guys enough on this one. Mods, keeping the chat in line, keeping the channel running. Thank you. Donors, tons of donations, outpouring of support from every single one of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All my members, thank you very much. Exclamation point, welcome, if you want to hear more about your perks. But you probably already know about your perks by now. Everyone else just hanging out in chat. Guys, you are just as equal to everybody else. I love you guys just as much. Hit the like button for me on the way out. I hope you guys have a very good rest of your Memorial Day here in the States, or a good rest of your Monday. Until next time, guys, I'm V1. See ya!